Peace. I'm Peter Panagore, MDiv, a two-time near-death experiencer and an ex-reverend in a liberal denomination. Today, I want to talk about UFOs, which the U.S. government calls UAPs, or Unidentifiable Anomalous Phenomena. I'm also a two-time UAP experiencer, once in 1977 and again in 2022. Stay with me, and I'll swing around to a potential ending of Christian literalism. I'm speaking up, and if you are an experiencer, maybe you could too. Let me know your story in the comments. The first time I saw a UFO UAP was in 1977. I made a video about it. The link is in the show notes. We'll get to the second time shortly, and I'll summarize my first time too. Last week, the U.S. House of Representatives Oversight Committee on National Security Subcommittee held a hearing with UAP/UFO military whistleblowers. The following is from National Public Radio, but many news reports are online. I've included the C-SPAN link in the show notes if you want to watch the hearing for yourself, plus other helpful links. NPR reported Ryan Graves was an F-18 pilot for over a decade. He says that while stationed at Virginia Beach in 2014, UAP sightings were so frequent among his crew that they became part of daily briefs. He recounted a situation where two jets had to take evasive action as they encountered a UAP. The description was striking: a dark gray cube inside a clear sphere, quite different from the classic flying saucer. Late at night in spring 2022, my good buddy and I sat around my fire pit, talking and looking up. We didn't see a dark cube inside a sphere. We saw a brilliantly lit, large, and silent sphere slowly fly a perfectly straight line, with a steady course, with no visible means of propulsion, clearly visible below low, fast-moving, wispy clouds. It was a big ball emitting its own light. Here's a video clip shot on an iPhone that night. My first time was in 1977, and it was more like what David Fravor, a commander in the U.S. Navy 2004, stationed on the USS Nimitz, when he and another pilot saw an object behaving inexplicably. The video of the encounter was released by the Department of Defense in 2017 and is below, and publicized by the New York Times. Fravor testified that the technology he witnessed was far superior to anything humans have. He described objects with no visible means of propulsion, carrying out sudden maneuvers that no known technology could achieve. Briefly, in 1977, I was with 4 friends, and we chased a large illuminated saucer for miles in a car. The ship we saw was silent, with no visible means of propulsion, made a high-speed right-angle turn without any deceleration, and then, after it waited for us to catch up, it was sitting just above the treetops, and it accelerated from a standstill out of Earth's atmosphere. In a second, it streaked so fast that it left a light tail and was gone. Lastly, NPR reported that a former Air Force intelligence officer who claimed the United States government has operated a secret multi-decade reverse engineering program of recovered vessels with known exact locations, and that the U.S. has recovered non-human biologics from alleged crash sites. All this has me thinking about the Christian literalist doctrine of biblical inerrancy, that the Bible is never wrong, and its false belief that humanity is the apple of God's eye, the best, the brightest, most evolved, most deserving, the only intelligent and worthy species in all of God's universe, with its 200 billion galaxies, 200 trillion stars, and 70 quintillion planets, the apple of God's eye? Are we alone? Are we the best? Are the odds in our favor for being the best? The arrogance and ignorance of literalist belief astounds me as they cling to the biblical inerrancy and twist themselves into theological tangles of young earth creationism, science denial, hatred, and a desire for a theocracy from sea to shining sea. What if we're not the best, the brightest, and the only? When a foundational belief crumbles, everything tumbles, including their exclusive Jesus. I invite you to watch my video, Jesus and the Extraterrestrials, based on a lecture I attended at Boston University. God is bigger than they think, bigger than humanity thinks. So many faces of the divine, the one, the being that pervades all and excludes none. What better time in human history than now for the truth about alien life? Let's break some belief systems. And let's maybe see a new way for humanity. So, hey, subcommittee in Washington, D.C., get us the evidence and show it publicly. One planet, one people, one love. One love for us all. Peace out. See you next Sunday. Namaste, brothers and sisters.